We just got the X-Men director, Jake Schreier, talking about his X-Men movie for the first time, and here's what he says. So before we get into any news, let's just read this quote straight away from the Thunderbolts director, who did an incredible job, by the way. Jake Schreier says his X-Men movie will be recognisably different from the previous franchise. So he says here, the core idea of what X-Men is involves complexity. It's an incredible opportunity with super interesting characters and much internal conflict. These characters are wrestling with their identity and place in the world that's inherently interesting and complex material. Now, I find this really, really interesting because one thing the Fox X-Men movies didn't really do, apart from Wolverine, who was the main character, they didn't really delve into those characters, the feeling of those characters. You couldn't really connect to them, okay? And I get that now we can, okay? Now it's obviously all nostalgia and we love them all, but you know, those movies could have been written completely differently. They could have been movies with a lot more heart and a lot more character development in there. And they sort of made Wolverine the main character, and then that was that. He got everything. He got his own movie. He was the main centerfold in every single X-Men movie. So it was literally the Wolverine movies, right? And don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. I love Hugh Jackman, but in the comics and in the TV shows, Wolverine is not the leader of the X-Men. You know, like the X-Men in the shows and the comics it's spread between them all, between Cyclops, Jean, Rogue, Charles, Wolverine, Gambit, Jubilee, you know, all these characters, it's all spread. You spread the love, right? They all get a good bit of character development. And I think what Jake Schreier is saying here could be a really, really good thing. You know, he could potentially get a young group of characters after the reboot of Secret Wars who have signed on for decade-long deals, even if the movies do well, and build them properly. Make them incredible. And I'm not saying the Fox X-Men weren't great. They were brilliant. You know, Ian McKellen's Magneto, fantastic. Charles Xavier was incredible. Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, incredible. Okay, they're all great. I love them. James Marsden, they're all incredible. They're coming back for Doomsday for a reason. We all love them, right? But restarting with a new set of actors and actresses, you know, playing a new group of X-Men who is going to be tackled really, their character development, with these words here, I think is some fantastic news, and I can't wait to see what Jake Schreier cooks up. I mean, I love Thunderbolts personally. Don't know about you guys. Leave a comment down below. Did you enjoy Thunderbolts? But, I mean, yeah, these comments are nothing but positive for me, and I'm really excited for what the future holds. But before I go, I want to say one thing. What would you guys think if Hugh Jackman was to continue as Wolverine past Secret Wars, and not only appear in Deadpool movies or as a cameo, but play the main Logan in this X-Men movie and going forward? But not just a Logan, an old man Logan from the comics. You know what I'm talking about. The old man Logan. Now, I'm personally I would be an advocate for that, because it couples up with the fact that Hugh Jackman is getting a bit older. No offense to him, he looks great. It also couples up with you've got an experienced member of the team, right, with a young group to guide them. But then again, could also make Wolverine the leader. You've got to avoid doing that, in my opinion. So, look, there's a lot of things to muddle here for Jake Schreier, but I think he's going to crack it by what he's saying here. So let me know what you guys think down below about these comments from Jake Schreier right here, and I'll see you all again very soon.